Hey, it's your boy, the Insane Game Freak here. You called me, I was taking a nap. I'm supposed to be reviewing the episode of Pokemon, but man, it's too cold and I'm sleepy. I don't want to get up right now. But I guess we gotta talk about it because, episode reviews and stuff. So let's talk about it. This is like one of the most middiest of mid episodes of midness. Good God. But it's really an L episode purely because this is once again part of the final 11 episodes. It's also annoying that this episode has a bunch of like Gen 5 references, considering last week was the episode with Silent. Why does this episode have so many Gen 5 references, with Beartic being the focal Pokemon? They even reference Curium in this episode. And then on top of all of that, you got my boy Oshawott in the episode. And I'm like, why are you here? Why is this episode like this? Why is this episode like this? Why does this episode even exist? It's not even a terrible episode. I don't want to act like the episode's bad, but I just have no interest in it whatsoever, dude. Because it's just another episode of a Pokemon struggling, Ash being the kind-hearted individual he is to help it, and then development ensues. It's not even like a bunch of crazy gags. There's also random bits of reused animation which irked the crap out of me. Like, they reused Incineroar's Fire Blast technique twice. The first time makes perfect sense. The second time it doesn't. And they actually have to like crossfade into like what's actually the result. Because he's still punching the fireball into the air. But in the first shot, it hits the frozen Talonflame Pikachu Oshawott combo. The second time, he's just hitting it into the air. And that's the crossfade to Ash getting unfrozen. It doesn't work. Snorlax gets absolutely hoed in this episode. Because Snorlax only gets to show up in the beginning, kind of like how Starmie and Fortress also only show up in the beginning. And I'm just sitting there going, man, this feels like a waste of time. It feels like Snorlax, those three get hoed specifically because they're not fire types. Then we do the thing where Ash is in danger and the Pokemon overcomes its issues to like help a friend and whatnot. I am glad my boy Oshawott got a lot of screen time, and Incineroar and Talonflame get a lot of screen time too. They're just not doing much. It's pretty much, hey guys, Flame Body. Even though Incineroar doesn't even have Flame Body as an ability. Incineroar's ability is like either Intimidate or Blaze. Yeah, so I don't even understand why, unless they're just going by its natural heat, which I guess makes sense. But the problem is, you mentioned Flame Body for Talonflame, and you got Incineroar doing what is considered the same thing, even though Flame Body isn't a hidden ability for him. It's Blaze or Intimidate. So I don't. There's not like a lot to say about the episode. It literally does not do anything. It's not even a good episode for Brock or Misty. They're kind of just in the background, which then goes into a point that's been coming up a lot recently. Why are they here? Because they're not adding anything to the episode. The only thing they do is help break the ice in the beginning, and then they're just kind of bystanding. We don't even get any good commentary from them. I don't know why they're here. And then the next episode focuses on Squirtle. So I'm like, why are y'all here? Even the scene where Misty gushes over Oshawott, because I think that's their first time meeting, is like a cutaway thing. It happens like within the first minute or two. I just want to go back to sleep because it sucks. It sucks. It's like, it's not even a bad episode in its own right. It's a bad episode considering what it's supposed to be. One of the final 11 is a random filler about helping a Beartic who can't control his ice powers and has a bunch of Gen 5 references without my Gen 5. I actually would have loved Iris in this episode to see like considering ice types are her least favorite. It would have been a nice like episode to like throw her into. That's a bias in me, but considering how much Gen 5 is in this episode, I'm wondering where my girl is. Tired. I'm going back to bed. This is dumb. Episode's mid as hell. It exists, and that's about it. I'm cold because he kept breathing on me. I don't want to do this anymore. Next week is Squirtle Squad. I hope you're ready to get wet for some midness and nostalgia. Oh God. I just realized I gotta hit the button on the stop recording. Episode mid as hell. Probably getting a 4 out of 10 just because there's nothing really crazily redeemable about it other than being a bog standard helping a Pokemon episode. Yeah, 4 out of 10 because it's getting dock points just because it's a part of this final 11 and it doesn't really do anything. The only thing it has going for it is you get to see a lot of Ash's Mons here. Even I would have liked some interpersonal interactions because they don't really get to do much of that, but that's whatever, bro. 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10. Give me something more interesting. Good God almighty. Also, bye-bye, Mijimaru. You are as great as you always have been. But I'm sleepy. Good night.